tie knot in a cherry stem. I can tell you about leaving.
Back on the Young Turks. Johnny Five's on the line. What the hell's going on? It's Johnny Five of Flobots. That's unbelievable.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing terrific, 100%.
Johnny, by the way, just so everybody in the audience knows, what do you play on the Flobots? Is that a weird way of asking it?
It's awkward for me to try to answer. I play the vocal cords onto the microphone.
Okay, Johnny, I have a very important question to ask you.
This is very important, Johnny.
This is very important. Are you the mastermind behind the lyrics of Handlebars?
I am responsible for that song being stuck in everyone's head.
I would just like to tell you that that is one of my favorite songs ever, because it starts off, I mean, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what your song says. Tell me.
Tell me a little about how it starts off.
Well, I like how it starts off with you riding your bike without handlebars, and then you go on talking about how you can guide a missile by satellite. I know that there's a moral or some sort of message in that song. Tell me what that message is.
Well, first, just to point out, at some point in the song, I won't say which point, but I'm lying. At a certain point, I'm completely lying because I haven't done some of the things that I said. But in all seriousness, the song was written. I actually did learn how to ride my bike without handlebars, due to a friend's encouragement. Thank you, Robbie. And I just had kind of this flash when I was riding home from work one day that this is a pretty incredible thing. Like this really childish kind of pure joy of being able to accomplish a task. And this is at the height of the Iraq War. And just had this kind of backdrop of like, look at all the horrible things we're also able to do at the same time. And it just sort of I think all those conflicting emotions kind of squunched into this flash of inspiration. I went home and wrote that for better or for worse.
Johnny, it sounds to me like you're one of these liberals. Don't tell me you're against starting a war with Iran or something.
You know, I've been thinking real hard on this one,
and
I kind of think we shouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
What other options do we have? It's either we lose to the terrorists, or we start all, Armageddon, isn't it?
Well, that's a good point. I think I'm for it now.
Every once in a while, you'll get introduced to somebody, and they're like, hey, this is the Flobots. They're the guys who did the Handlebars song. And they'll go, oh, okay, cool, then I want to meet them, and then you'll meet them, and that's the way it'll go. And eventually you'll accumulate all those until you're like, hey, wait a minute, I guess I do know Jessica Simpson and Paris Hilton.
So I decided, not to be played out, but I decided it's important to have a celebrity crush. The only one I ever had in my life when I was 12 years old was Christina Ricci from Adam Family Values 2.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Christina Ricci's an interesting. She has a large head. I'm not sure I'm with you on that.
I mean, she's smart, man.
Yeah, I suppose. I bet she's liberal. There's no way around that. Johnny Five from the Flobots. We really want to thank you for coming on the Young Turks, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you guys.